The days were getting shorter and much colder, but the spirit of Christmas kept Robin more than warm. The cats stayed inside more these days because of the cold and wind, meaning Robin was much safer to leave the nest and feed. Robin had chosen well for a garden to nest in. A lovely small old lady, Edith. No matter how cold it was, she would always venture out with nuts, breadcrumbs, biscuits, and a bowl of water for Robin to bathe in. The week leading up to Christmas Day was incredibly exciting, as Edith's grandchildren came to stay. Not only did this mean Christmas decorations, but also the delicious smell of cakes, and sometimes he would be given leftovers. It was a Tuesday this year when the children arrived. Harriet, who was now 5, and the twins, Robert and Jason, aged 8. Robin perched on the roof as their car pulled up, when Dove appeared next to him. My, how they have grown," she chirped. Robin nodded in agreement. Dressed in their winter woolies, they all hurried inside to begin their festivities. "Oh, I do hope Edith bakes mince pies this year," Robin tweeted. Almost as if Edith had heard. Within the hour, the scent of mincemeat and pastry was wafting through the cold winter air. The birds hopped on the kitchen ledge with appreciation. Edith delivered back a gentle smile to them, while she helped Harriet take the pies out of the oven. Inside the kitchen, Harriet asked,
"Grandma, why can't we let the birds inside? They must get awfully cold."
Edith tickled her granddaughter under the chin. "Because, my dear, they like to be free and fly around wherever they like. It would be cruel to keep them inside. Don't worry your little head. They're not cold. They have many feathers to keep them cozy." Harriet listened to her grandma, but was still staring at Robin, admiring his colours. 2 days later, it was time for the decorations to go up. Dove and Robin watched through the window as the tree was decorated with shiny baubles, tinsel, bells, bows, lights, and a golden star on top. "How funny to have a tree inside when there are so many out here," commented Dove. "I wish they'd decorate our tree one year," sighed Robin. They gazed in awe at the splendid sight inside. By the time it came to Christmas Eve, it was so cold that Robin stayed huddled in his nest. He could still see through the window, though. The continuous singing of carols that he chirped along to aided to keep him warm, as well as the remains of the yummy mince pie he'd gobbled down the day before. It was getting dark when the children settled down for their story. The same story every year. Although Robin couldn't read, he recognized the book and the pictures. Soon the story was over, and it was time for the children and Robin to go to bed. Robin was shocked awake the next morning by happy cries. Santa had obviously been. Luckily for Robin, though, he didn't eat his cookies, so soon after breakfast, Harriet came tiptoeing out with the crumbs for him. Robin gratefully flew down and began pecking away, when suddenly everything went black. "Oh my goodness!" cried Robin. "What's going on?" It felt like he was being jiggled about in some sort of box. "Let me out! Let me out!" he tweeted. Harriet could hear Robin tweeting and flittering about in the box.
"Shh, it's okay. You're coming to have Christmas with us."
Robin couldn't believe it. He was going inside. How exciting! As soon as Harriet had brought him inside, Robin just couldn't wait. He pushed the lid of the box right off and swooped around the house, admiring all the Christmas colours. It wasn't long before he spotted the Christmas tree. Twinkling so bright in the middle of the room, it was even more magnificent up close. Landing himself somewhere near the top of the tree, Robin didn't realise how unstable the tree really was. Before he knew it, the whole thing was toppling over with an almighty crash. Robin quickly hopped away from the mess before anybody saw he was to blame. Flying around the house once more, Robin discovered the dining room. The table was set with bowls of food, candles, crackers, and a wonderfully coloured tablecloth of green, red and gold. Deciding this was a safe room where nothing would fall on top of him, Robin decided to go and investigate closer. Just as he was hopping around the potatoes, there was an almighty scream. Quickly turning around, Robin saw Harriet's mother pointing at him in hysterics. Before long, Harriet came running in and scooped him up in her hands.
Sorry,
whispered Harriet as she walked him back outside.
Mummy doesn't want you inside, I'm afraid.
Flying back to his nest, Robin had to continue watching the day's festivities from outside. Dove perched on the branch next to him to watch the family enjoy their day. "I saw you in there. What was it like?" she asked. "So warm. There were twinkling lights, candles, huge bowls of food, bigger than I've ever seen. I wish they'd let me stay," Robin said. "Maybe next year." As they were falling asleep that evening, Dove and Robin suddenly noticed a plate of food on the patio. There were carrots, potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, gravy, and even a mince pie and some Christmas cake on a separate plate. Getting ready to scoff everything down, they noticed Edith and Harriet smiling out of the window at them. No need to guess who snuck them their Christmas dinner.